Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Craft Collabs Christmas in July Hop, which begins today, July 18th. 'Tis the season to get crafting, and we hope to inspire you with some holiday projects that you can create for Christmas this year. Our giveaway is provided by the Little Paper Tree, and guess what? It's available internationally. To see what you can win and how to enter, make sure that you expand the description box below this video where it says show more. So enjoy our projects. Be sure to go to the next person in line. Make as many comments as you can for a better chance to win. And thanks for hopping along with us. Now, on to my project. Okay, we all get inspired by someone, and I get inspired by one lady in particular when she does her Christmas ornaments. Well, few ladies actually, but this one in particular has inspired me to do my project, a Happy Bird glitter nest. I found her YouTube video on making a snowflake ornament. It's gorgeous, so I got inspired to do that, but I didn't have any snowflakes. I do have two stars that I bought from Dollar Tree last year. It may have been the year before, but I think it was last year. And I was wanting to go ahead and use those, for my project. So the first thing that you want to do is take your I got two layers. Take your two star snowflakes or whatever you want. It doesn't have to be any of those. It can be whatever you want. I bought these from Dollar Tree, as I said, but they were already glittered. Now, to make them more glittery, if that's the word, see how much it shines there? I mean, there's a lot of sparkle on that, and I love it. And you can see I still got glue on my fingers from the Mod Podge. So the first thing that you want to do is take one side of each one, Mod Podge it up. I use this Mod Podge gloss, and then I took fine glitter, extra fine glitter, sprinkled it on before it dries, and then this kind of like a medium-sized glitter, iridescent glitter, and sprinkled it on top of the fine glitter. These are dry, as you can tell, otherwise we would be messing them up. These are all ready to go, and once you do the top side or the whatever, turn it over and do the other side because you want both of them to be layered on top of each other. You want both of them to have that sparkle. So the first thing after that was dry, the only reason I didn't do it on the video is because if I do, it's going to take a lot of time. And I used a foam brush to dab it on. I take hot glue, and it's a Gorilla hot glue, and it seems to adhere really, really well. And you can see that my hot glue gun has really been through a lot, and it's not really that old. And then yesterday I sprayed it with some distress spray, so I was really with it. But anyway, what I'm going to do is take these, and I didn't clip either one of these off because I am using them both for a reason. One's going to be used, of course, to be able to hang it. And I am going to take these two stars and put them together. And they kind of look like a snowflake. Now, that's not necessarily what I'm going to use it for as a snowflake. Um, I'm going to kind of call it a fancy star, you know. And I could, and you can see that this is longer than than these, because they got that loop on it. But I'm going to try to, and the reason I'm going to line them up with the hole is because that way I know that they're going to be even. So I'm going to take and put glue on here rather than on the bottom of the other one, just so I could handle it better, hopefully. Like I said, glitter or Gorilla Glue is really an easy, durable glue to use. And let's see, get it in there as even as possible. We'll straighten it up a little bit, and it looks like it's pretty even. And like I said, the only reason these look longer is because of the fact they have that little piece on there. So, and I have discovered if I make a mistake with my glue, hot glue, I can just heat it up a little bit and move it around, and it'll be fine. Now I want to take, let me get my other mat here. I want to take this hard gloss coating. It's by Mod Podge also. It's hard coat. I'm going to dab this on here. So I'm going to set this aside to let it dry. The next thing I want to do is, because I want to put some dangles on the bottom and on the bottom of this. So I've already got some already made, but I want to show you how I make others. First of all, I've already made this piece here. It's got a little pine cone on it on the bottom. And because my star was silver, I thought gray would be pretty with it. And then I am going to use some pink. Now let me get my little foam piece here so that way nothing rolls off. I have been so clumsy lately. So I took an eye pen like this, and I'm getting ready to make another one. I use an eye pen like this, and I've already put a star on the bottom of this eye pen. Star is a snowflake. I have stars on my mind because of the star there. So anyway, I've got a snowflake on the bottom, and I am going to use these beads and make me another little charm piece. So I am going to use pink because I think pink and gray are so pretty together. And I'm using different size beads. I don't know what sizes they are. I've got a bead sizer coming in, so I can't wait to get it. I'm anxious for that. That way I can start telling people what size my beads are. Anyway, I just picked some beads on here. You can use wire or head pin, whichever one you want. And I'm using, like I said, I'm using an eye pin, not a head pin, an eye pin. So I'm going to make me a loop on this end over here. Love this tool. And I'm just closing it up a little bit because I'm going to be opening it up after a while. So I've got that piece done. And then I've got this small chain. I was going to use this little rhinestone chain I got from BB Craft. And I think I want it to be a little bit longer. So I'm going to get, and this is something that I got from the inspiration too. I have been trying forever, trying to figure out how to work with those kinds of rhinestone chains without having any what they call cup connectors, which are on the way, but I didn't have any, and I was like getting so frustrated until I saw her do this. I was like, oh, yay. So I'm just going to kind of measure what length I want. I think I want them longer than the charms I'm making. Not a lot longer maybe, but I'll just kind of have to cut it off a little bit. And these you can cut real easily between the two stones. So you saw that. Make sure I'm in the video there. And just make them as even as possible. If you find out that you didn't do it evenly, it's really no big deal. You can just cut one of the stones off on one side that was too long. Okay, these are the 4 that I'm going to work with. Now, she had tied a loop and then flung it over there like it was no problem. She was just like, whoop, whoop, whip it on. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not apparently as coordinated. I mean, it was like, I was impressed. Okay, you want to do it as tight as you can. And I use a jewelry glue to glue that knot. I use this Beacon Gem Tack. It's what I use. And I am going to go ahead and, let's see, make sure I got it down tight. And this is just a cord, elastic cord, easier for me to tie. You could use wire if you want to. And I didn't want to cut it too close to the knot because I didn't want it to come apart, so I can trim it out later. But I just want a little drop on there. And a little drop came out to be a big drop. Okay, so there you have a loop for your rhinestone. So I'm going to set that aside and let it dry a little bit. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you some other things while that's drying. I have a, let's see where to go, a clothespin, a flat clothespin. These were given to me not too long ago, and I couldn't, I was like, I really didn't know what to do with. I've seen people do things with them, but I really, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with them. So I took one of these, and I also took a deer head that I had in my wood chip section. This one kind of broke, but I can fix that. But I took this and put white wash paint over the top of the black. The other side's brown, but I liked this side. So I took that and I glittered it up too. And I took and glittered this up too. And this is going to be so simple. It's just going to be really easy. I got this little tiny bell from a shop that closed out. I can hear you. You probably can't because it's so little. But I got this little tiny bell, and I thought I'd string that bell onto the body here, and you'll probably see where I'm going with this. Again, I'm going to use, you know what, I think I'll use wire this time. I may use that cording after all. If I glue it on, it'll probably fall off, so I really don't want to glue it on. And the cording may be easier to work with, so we'll see. We'll try it out. I've not made one of these before, so I'm experimenting with you. Okay, I've got some hot glue on that to keep it together back there, and I only trimmed so much of it off, but I'll probably trim off more of that later. But this way the knot will stay on, and I may have to glue underneath so I can make sure it stays. Let's see. Okay, so his bell does dangle. I like that. I wanted it to dangle, so it does. So let's see if I got the head where I can place it on here. I don't know if my glue gun's starting to wear out or what, but it seems like it just strings more than it used to. I don't know if the glue guns do that or not, but this one sure does seem like it. Okay, so I've got him all together, and if I want to, I can put a little red ribbon around him too, maybe. Let me see. Okay, now I'm going to take, now isn't that cute? Okay, now I'm going to take a bail. Okay, this is called a bail. It's got a glue-on bail. It's got a loop on one end and it's flat on the other side. And I'm going to take a bail, and let's see, if I put him here, probably hang better than there because he might dangle too much. Let me see if I got a smaller one. That's round, so that might work better. And then I'll just take some more of that cord, and I'll hang this. Oh, I got it long enough, didn't I? Hang this little guy with it. So I just take it and I can hang it like this, or I can hang it with a knot, and that'll work fine in there. So there's a little Christmas deer. I will be back to share with you the rest of the snowflake or star. Okay, now that I have Mod Podged it, glittered it up, glued the two pieces together, and put a hard coat on top. Now the hard coat takes a while to cure, but in the meantime, I'm still going to work with it. Next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and add something in the middle here. Now, I could use a gem in the middle, a stone, rhinestone and stuff, which, it'll be very, very pretty. But I'm going for try to go for more shabby chic than, than what I was initially going to do. I am going to go, I know people who decorate in pink and their trees are various colors, and this is what I'm going to do. I have this beautiful lace ribbon. It is just gorgeous. And I want to go ahead and show it off on my piece. It's not going to cover up too much of my decoration. And I think I'm going to trim around the leaves a little bit. Okay, so I've got this gorgeous piece, like I said. And I just want to make sure that it's not going to cover up too much of my star. And I'm going to add that on there and give it a shabby chic look. I love that on there. So here I go. I'm going to put, this time I am going to put it right in the middle of this piece here. So we've got this here now. And now what I'm going to do is, I didn't have a jump ring that was big enough for here. So I used a tool, what they call a mandrel. See if I can get it. It's okay. I had it at one point and then it kind of, there we go. Okay, I used a mandrel, and I think they use that a lot for to make rings with. I'm not sure, or jump rings. I mean, like I did. So I'm going to take this piece, and I am going to add these different elements to it. Let's see, I'm going to add a chain on one side, and then I'm going to add, let's see, I think I'll add my pink pearl one. Okay, yeah. I actually think I might need to take one of those off because I can always use it for something else. Let's leave the pink one on. I'm just using my fingers to open it up. Okay. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, so I've got this piece on here and this piece on. Now what I want to do, and I could put a wire up here or a cord like this up here, which I may go ahead and do that. But let me go ahead and take this ribbon here. It's a sheer ribbon. I think I'm going to go ahead and make a bow and see if that if a bow would look good down there. Okay, I have both projects done. I have the reindeer. He is all finished and ready to be hung on a tree in a few months. And then I have my star ornament. And I really like the way it came out. I hope that it looks, you can tell all the glitter and shine to it because I really am happy with the way it turned out. I didn't do a protective coating on the bag, but I probably will do it later. But here it is, all finished, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Have a great and blessed day. Bye now.